All right, this isn't a video that I really want to make, but I feel like it's a video that I have to make just to kind of explain to you guys why I haven't been uploading Bloodhunt content every single day. And some of you guys may have heard me on stream or even in my Discord that I want to start taking more of the variety route. And don't worry, that doesn't mean I'm completely done with Bloodhunt. I still enjoy the game. It's just not in the best spot to be playing it every single day, which I feel like one of the main reasons that Bloodhunt is just in a weird state right now is really just the server issues. I feel like the server issues is just the main reason for a lot of these bugs going on in the game right now. Overall, when you're just running around, it kind of just feels like there's just a really strange input delay to the game. When you're climbing something, when you're double jumping, it just feels kind of strange at all times. And I kind of feel like that's what leads on to the reload bug. And I'm sure you guys know what the reload bug is, man, but if you guys don't, it's basically where you just reload your gun and you fully let the gun reload, but it actually just doesn't work and doesn't reload it. Dude, come on with this reload. I did it again. There it is again. There it is again. There you go. It's just really weird and just a really weird bug. And I don't know how they release a full finished product of a game and just have this bug in it. It just makes no sense on how they just let this go through and just decided that it was just good enough to release right now. I feel like there must have been somebody pressuring them to release the game or something. Something must have happened to where like there's no way you develop a game and have a bug like this that happens so common and you just decide it's fine and just push it out. And it's not even like it's the only bug in this game too. There's also something called the ammo glitch, which I don't even know if it's like the community name for it. I just call it the ammo glitch. There's where you pick up something like a green toggler, and generally green toggler has 16 bullets and then you have the guns in the reserve. But with this glitch, there's just no ammo in the reserve and you can't pick up any ammo in the reserve. And then you also can't pick up any ARs in general because it breaks all the AR ammo. And I know there is a way to fix it on mouse and keyboard, but you just can't do it on controller, and I'm a controller player. So it's just a huge bug, and both these glitches combined, man, it just ends up really breaking the game. And there's been a lot of times where I just died such a strange death because my guns won't reload, or I picked up a gun and I can't use it now, so I have to drop it for like a really bad gun that I just don't like using or I'm not comfortable with using. And then my whole entire game just gets thrown out the window because of this bug, and it's just not enjoyable. And when you play the game every single day and try to upload content every single day on the game, all these issues that I'm going to talk about today just kind of stack up, and it just makes it really unenjoyable. But then on top of that, it's not even just the bugs, it's the fact that the game's just extremely unbalanced. One of the main guns everybody's kind of using right now that everybody knows that's just extremely overpowered is the pump shotgun. Now generally in most games, I understand that a pump shotgun is supposed to do a lot of damage when you're really close to somebody, but the problem with the pump shotgun in this game is that it does so much damage at a range. So there's almost no other gun that you should be using because you could just use the pump at all times. It's kind of like early Fortnite pump. It is just really overpowered, which honestly you could kind of just deal with the pump shotguns. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but generally if you run into somebody using a pump shotgun, they're also using Enforcer, which is the most overpowered character in this game by far, man. Pretty much his main ability makes it so you go immune. But the problem with going immune for 4 seconds isn't the fact that you could even go immune. It's more the problem that you could shoot out of it and just kind of get first shot in every single gunfight that you go into. So you could climb up a building. Once you get to the top of the building, you could hit somebody with the pump shotgun. Then when they go to shoot you back, you go immune. They can't hit you, then you just pump them right back and then they're dead. So you take no damage in the gunfight. It's not even like a high risk gunfight. You could kind of just brainlessly push everything, and it just makes the character just insanely overpowered and just not fun. I feel like the way they fix Enforcer, a lot of people have been saying just to take the immunity out or just make it last less, but what they need to do is just make it so you can't shoot out of it and choose when you want to go out of the immunity. If you look at something like Apex's Wraith could go into an immunity where you can't shoot her, you can't even see her besides like a little glow behind her, but she can't just choose whenever she wants to get out of it. She has a set timer, and when she comes out of that timer, that's when she can start shooting. Which all this kind of leads into my next point, which is the ranked mode in this game just honestly shouldn't exist. I don't think that the game is balanced enough, and I don't think the game will ever be balanced enough, because even if they fix Enforcer, there's still guns like a sniper rifle that is hit scan, which is just insane to me. And the game just overall doesn't have the biggest skill gap in the world. The movement isn't that hard to do. Aiming isn't that hard to do. Like I said, the guns are hit scan, so there's just overall aiming is just not hard at all. Compared to a really good ranked mode like Apex, it's just nowhere close to that. And I don't even think there's enough players on this game to be distributing all the players across all these game modes. In this game, you got solos, you got duos, you got trios, and then you got ranked. But the game is only out for PC and PS5. There's just not enough players to be distributing them across every single platform, which makes it so when you go into ranked, you gotta sit there in like an hour queue. Nobody wants to sit down for an hour to get into a ranked game. I don't know what they were thinking when they made a PS5 deal. They should have released this game on PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Xbox Series X, I think it's called. This game would have been massive, man. They would have had the funding to fix everything so fast. I don't know if there was something restricting them from doing this, but I just feel like if they could have gotten it off, that's something that they should have definitely done instead of just going for, I feel like it was more of like a money grab, just straight signing a deal with Sony, going on the PS5 and just having this game strictly PS5 and PC. And what made it even worse is they gave PS5 players the option to turn crossplay off, which does make sense because controller is just so bad, which is my next point. But it's just difficult for them to do that because there's just not that much of a player base to just have them split off, which, like I said, leads into my next point. Controller in this game has to be the worst implementation of any controller I've ever seen. Overall, everything just feels so clunky. There's no dead zone options, there's no respawn curves options, there's just nothing that you could do like modern games. Like if you go into Warzone, you could modify your dead zone, and then you could also modify your respawn curves and like a bunch of other things. And then on Apex, it's just unreal the amount of things you can change. I don't even know what most of it means when I go on Apex. There's just so many things you could change. In this game, there's a couple options, but like not really the best options. You can't, like I said, you can't change your respawn curves and you can't change your dead zones, which is a huge part of controller, and it just makes it feel clunky. And if you go against anybody in rank that's really sweaty and they're a mouse and keyboard player and you're on controller, it's pretty much a wrap for you. It's just so hard as a controller player to keep up with a mouse and keyboard player because they can just hop around walls, tracking you perfectly throughout everything. And if you're just looking at them, you pretty much just can't track them. It is just really difficult and just a really bad controller implementation. But like I said, with the June update, man, I really hope everything gets fixed and the game's enjoyable again. I still do enjoy playing the game. It's just not as much as it was when I first released, when I was uploading like 2 videos a day, daily content. It was crazy. I was having so much fun with the game. Sadly, it's not like that right now. So that's why I said I wanted to go down a little bit of a variety content route, but I will still be uploading Bloodhunt, just not every single day, man. But yeah, if this video seemed all over the place, man, it's because I didn't write anything down. I just kind of hit the start recording button and I just started talking. But I hope I got everything. If I missed anything, man, leave it down in the comments. If you guys enjoyed the video, man, make sure you guys drop a like. If you guys really enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications to get notified every single time I post a new video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.